Mark Rogers TV, the voice of college football, back to analyze the next 10 picks in the first round of the NFL draft. Please subscribe to my YouTube channel where we cover college football like no one else. If you love the audio versions, go to Google Play, Podbean, iTunes, and Stitcher, and just search Mark Rogers TV. All right, let's pick it up with Miami selection at number 11, Minkah Fitzpatrick, Alabama safety. Instincts, baller, just knows how to play football. Besides all the physical gifts, he is a natural at the position. He's a guy that played, if you count him up and get very detailed, 6 different positions in the Alabama secondary over the past 2 seasons. Pick number 12, Vita Vea, Washington Huskies defensive tackle, goes to Tampa Bay. This guy, watch him play, look at him on the field. He is just a grown man that will clog up the middle and make plays, and he's an athlete that can be quick, shooting the gap, getting into the backfield, and be a disruptor for the Tampa Bay Bucks. Washington at number 13 takes a similar player in Derwin Payne out of Alabama, the big D tackle. He's a monster, but also an athlete as well, as the Alabama Crimson Tide's front 7 continues to dominate the NFL draft as they dominate on the field. I don't know that there's a positional grouping looking at a front 7 of defensive line and linebacker that is dominated like Alabama in recent years. At number 14, New Orleans takes a player that I'm unfamiliar with, I got to say, in Marcus Davenport out of Texas San Antonio. I generally cover Power 5 football, do dive into the group of 5 as well, but Texas San Antonio, not exactly on my radar. So if you have any comments about Marcus Davenport, he's apparently, as the 14th pick in the first round, a very talented player. I know that the Saints defense, after being deplorable, one of the worst units in the history of the NFL statistically over the past few years, shot up and made plays and improved just considerably this past season, which almost led to a Super Bowl run. At number 15, Colton Miller, UCLA guard, goes to an Oakland running game that needs him desperately. The Raiders couldn't run the ball last year to support Derek Carr and Amari Cooper, even with Marshawn Lynch in the backfield in his latter part of his career. So they're asking Colton Miller to help him out in the running game in particular. At number 16, Buffalo jumps back up, and they grab the Ravens selection there to get Trey Edmonds, the Virginia Tech outside linebacker. The bloodlines are amazing. As we will see later in the first round, his brother was selected by the Pittsburgh Steelers. So this is the first time in NFL history that 2 brothers taken in the first round of the NFL draft the same year. And the kid is turning 20 next week. Not a real physical player, but again, consider he's 19 years old. He's going to be 20. They have time to bulk him up to NFL standards, but in terms of running to the ball, making hits, and trying to be physical, he can do that, but he gets overpowered by bigger backs. That was noted on the tape tonight. Now comes possibly the steal of the first round. At number 17, the Chargers select Derwin James, Florida State safety. This guy's amazing. He is just a player, not just a physical freak. Speed, athleticism, size, ability to explode, not just run in space over distances, but the burst, the quick twitch is amazing. But on top of that, the instincts, we saw it on tape tonight, broken down by Louis Riddick in particular. His instincts are incredible. Derwin James, I believe, is the steal of the first round at number 17 to the Los Angeles Chargers. At number 18, Green Bay takes a very good cornerback in Louisville's Jari Alexander. 19, Dallas, Leighton Vander Esch, the Boise State linebacker. He's big, he's rangy. He really came on his latter part of his career at Boise State. He runs sideline to sideline and will help out that Dallas defense. And finally, the 20th pick of the first round by the Detroit Lions is Frank Ragnow. Classic, tough, smart center. Offensive linemen, typically the smartest guys aside from possibly the quarterbacks on the field, and he is one of the smartest players in the game. Frank Ragnow, Arkansas center. We will be back with the final 12 selections of the first round of the NFL Draft, and we need to hear from you. We love your comments, your suggestions, and your questions. Bring them on right here on Mark Rogers TV.